satirist, Danny Gore. The McFadden Irish Dancers. And now, from Champlain College Alumni Auditorium, here's Tim!
Thank you! Hey! My goodness, wow! Wow! Very nice. Thank you very much, thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Good evening and welcome to the show. Hey, folks, can you believe it? We are just 10 episodes away from celebrating our 100th episode. Oh, we have got quite the party that is planned, and we hope that you will all join us. As a matter of fact, you know what? I feel like giving something away right now, and look what I got right here. I have 4 tickets right now to the Harlem Globetrotters. The Harlem Globetrotters, they're going to be spinning their way into town for their 2009 Spinning the Globe World Tour, Burlington on March 24th at UVM's Patrick Gymnasium. If you want tickets, go to uvmathletics.com. But right now, I think our camera has their eye on someone in our studio audience. Let's find out right now who the camera has chosen. And we've got 4 tickets. 4 tickets for whoever they have chosen. And who have they got? Look at that. Oh! It's the young little leprechaun. Look at that. A little leprechaun. I love it. That's beautiful. So we're going to give you these tickets to the Harlem Globetrotters right during the commercial break. Hey, we've also been getting in some great pictures from folks from all over. And this week, the picture of the week comes to us from Kathy Muller. She sent us this picture when she was traveling in Lapland, which is in the Netherlands, of course, Lapland. And she has the LNS logo. So take a look at the picture that's on your screen right now from Kathy as she visited through Lapland. If you have a picture with the LNS logo on it, go ahead and send it in to us, and we will put you on the show. So thank you very much. That's going to our website at www.latenightsaturday.com. All right. Hey, you know what? Speaking of lap dances, Nadia Suleman, the mother of 6 who attracted international media attention after giving birth to 8 children in January, is reportedly turning down $1 million to appear in a porn film. Did you hear about this lately? She's turning down $1 million for appearing. The producers, though, are trying to renegotiate with her because they feel that she is the best first choice in the film remake Octopussy. Yeah. All right, folks, brace yourselves. We've got a terrific show for you tonight. We've got a guest that is as native as it comes when it comes to looking for a true Vermonter. That's right, we've got Danny Gore here tonight. Plus, we'll be kicking off St. Patrick's Day just a wee bit early with the McFadden School of Irish Dance. But before we get to all that, we're going to turn it over to the lovely Miss Jen Jen, and she has Blake over there on the prize wheel right now. Blake is from Richmond. How you doing, Blake?
Good, Tim. How are you?
I'm doing very well. And tell us how you found out about the show. You just got tickets today, right? Speak right into that microphone.
Went on, listened on to 92.9.
Star 92.9. They're going to be our guest next week. All right. Well, Blake, thanks for being here. Jen Jen, go ahead and give that prize wheel a spin. Wherever that lands on the wheel, that's what Blake is going to go ahead and win. Plus, we're going to throw in all kinds of goodies for you. That wheel is really spinning this time. We might have to come to it after commercial break. Who the heck knows? It's really moving, but it's slowing down now. And look what it's landed on. Hey, Blake, I hope you like the little stuffed critters. It has landed on the Vermont Teddy Bear. We've got one of the original Vermont Teddy Bears for you from the Vermont Teddy Bear Factory. Of course, they are made right here in Vermont, and we're going to go ahead and supply that for you. Plus, we're going to throw in a jar of Jed's Maple Mud. This is the bear that you just won, Blake, right here. And now I'm going to toss it over to you. All right, we're going to throw in a jar of Jed's Maple Mud for you. Be sure to listen to Champ 101.3 for more details about the show. We'll be right back with more Late Night Saturday. Very good.
Good evening and welcome welcome to Late News Saturday. I'm Wendy Duval, and I'm thrilled to be back after my stay in rehab for being hooked on phonics. A big thanks to Chris Smith for outing my secret on TV and for filling in the news desk while I was dealing with my addiction. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'll call you. In tonight's news, basketball great Charles Barkley recently served a brief jail sentence after being slapped with misdemeanor drunk driving charges earlier this year. His original 10-day sentence at Arizona's Tent City was reduced to just 3 days because Barkley attended an alcohol awareness course. What a scam. It's blatantly clear that Mr. Barkley is already very aware of alcohol. Controversy continues to swirl following the finale of ABC's The Bachelor, when single dad Jason Mesnick dumped winner Melissa for second runner-up Molly. While many viewers and entertainment reporters remain in a tizzy over the shocking twist, we here at Late Night Saturday only have this to say. Did you guys really expect us to fall for that fake ending crap? And seriously, we've seen better acting on Late Night Saturday. That's all for tonight's news. I'm off to eat some alphabet soup with Tori Spelling, so here's Chad with the weather.
Thanks, Wendy. Glad to have you back. There's a dictionary waiting for you out front. Well, things are slowly thawing out around here. So far as the weather's concerned, the sap's flowing, the birds are chirping, the rabbits are doing, well, what they do. And a group of local townies are being cleaved from their double wides, wrapped in a bitter imbroglio. That's right, the Richmond Bridge project has finally started this week, closing a causeway that'll separate the two sides of the town for 4 months, diverting traffic a full 7 miles out of the way and putting a strain on the community. Now, a town divided by farmers and lesbians is just divided. On commencing the controversial project that separates hunters from their gun shops and hippies from their glassware, construction workers discovered what they believed to be a group of trolls living underneath the bridge, banging drums and asking for money. Upon further investigation, though, it turns out it was just a couple of locals. It's feared that the two sides of the town will fracture into separate factions, pitting one side of the river against the other. Town official Richard Ryder believes that would never happen, though, citing the similarities it would lend the town to the famed musical West Side Story. Mr. Ryder further stated that, quote, anyone snapping their fingers and whistling in unison while skipping down the street would probably be shot on sight, along with that damn Maria. Oh, how she broke my heart. Well, that's all the news that's not news. I'm Chad the Weather Guy, off to add a little more fruit to my diet. Tim?
All right. Thank you very much, Chad and Wendy. Look at this right here in the paper. A Northeast Kingdom man celebrated the first day of spring this week by starting to cut down wood in preparation for next winter. Ha! All right, speaking of the Northeast Kingdom, this is a reminder for you folks out there right there. By guessing when the ice will go out on Lake Memphremagog, we have awarded 10 members of our studio audience right now a free chance to see if they can guess the day and the time when this cinder block on the ice in front of the Eastside restaurant goes through the ice. For your chance to win, it only costs $1, and you can get your ticket at www.vtnorthcountry.org or stop into the Eastside restaurant, order up some poutine, and buy some tickets. All right. Let's, time to check in with one of our favorite studio audience members. It's Barometer Bob. Let's see if he's ordered up his poutine. There he is. There's Barometer Bob for you right there. Bob, can you give us a thumbs up or anything? How we doing? Oh, he sees himself on TV. Look at that. Attaboy, Barometer. Oh, hands up. That's always a good sign when Bob's got his hands up. All right. Aristophanes said in 450 BC that a popular politician had to have bad breeding, a horrible voice, and a vulgar manner. Tonight's guest is perhaps Vermont's most popular politician. He started running unsuccessfully for governor in 1962, always had his votes reported under scattered, at least until he declared victory and went home to Avery's Gore in 1994. Since then, he's been promoting the values of Vermont farm families from the last vestiges of the Republic of Vermont. He ventured out of the Northeast Kingdom just before mud season to be our guest. Won't you please welcome Representative Danny Gore. Hey, there he is. There he is, by golly. How are you? Come right around here. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. Well, I'm pleased to be here, Tim. I got your message. And do all these folks know where the kingdom is?
Well, I should hope so, but I think you've got a map to help us out, right?
Yeah. This is the Northeast Kingdom. 2,000 acres of rural Vermont, named the Northeast Kingdom by the late great Senator George Aiken. Now, right up there is where I am, that black star, right near. Well, I want to tell you folks, I live halfway to North Pole. Sure, I'm right up there. Connecticut water runs south, St. Lawrence runs north, the watershed. I'm right at the ridgepole. Some of these folks look as if they're off the drip edge. No, I don't mean, but let me tell you, I don't know. I ran for governor, of course, came over here in Chittenden. It ain't easy competing in culture against Chittenden County.
Chittenden County is a tough place to compete in, isn't it?
Well, I started running for governor when they reapportioned, of course. They cut my seat, and I ain't in the same sense, but they reapportioned to make room for the lobbyists. I don't know if you knew that in your legislature. But up there, St. Regis Paper Company cut so many trees that the brooks went down so low, the suckers grew just one lip. Well, we got the last of the egg-laying woodchucks, and the single-lip suckers up there are a great standout if you come. But anyway, what I was getting to, over here, you had Champ.
Yeah.
Gee, you know, they tied up the legislature in Vermont, Montpelier, passing a resolution protecting Champ. Jesus, I don't know. We got the single-lip sucker. I couldn't get anything through there to protect it. Now, you would think you could get a sucker committee appointed pretty quick over there. Probably some of you people probably voted for some that could be chairman of that committee. But the thing is, now, for those folks that don't know, can you see this out there? This.
Yeah, you hold it steady right there.
Yeah, well, this is not an actual photo, and it's not to scale, but take a look at that sucker. Can you see the sunburn? Well, laugh, you poop. A lot of us suckers are, a lot of us suckers are going to get burned. If you don't agree with me, read my lip. Politicians got taxpayers up Sucker Brook without a paddle.
Now, Danny, let me ask you, that star, that looks awfully close to where I'm from, but that star represents what? Avery's Gore, is that correct?
Absolutely, Avery's Gore. Hey, you know, too, some people ask, who gives it to you when you're out campaigning? Is it them out of status? No. Sometimes I've got it right from native Vermonters. Sure, I don't want to embarrass anybody on television, but so I'll just give you his initials. Ken Squires. The thing is, I was presenting this same thing down there, and this Ken Squires, after I told him where I was located, and he said, Danny, the state of Vermont looks like a pair of pants, and I ain't got the heart to tell you where you're located.
So you ran for governor for 35 years, some 35 some odd years, right? Why'd you do it?
Well, I started out because there's reapportioning the legislature, and I knew that Chittenden County, and we would lose all of the farm values, the rural areas. And I campaigned to do the reapportionment by the acre. We would gain 19 representatives, all from Chittenden County. So that's why I started.
And so in the 35 years that you ran for governor of the state of Vermont, who was your toughest opponent?
Well, the first one, of course, was Governor Hoff.
Governor Hoff?
Oh, yeah, he ran against F. Ray Keyser Jr., and I thought with that split, I could make it. But Governor Hoff, I don't know if you know Phil Hoff, but he was good looking, tall. In fact, I never really found out who Mrs. Gore voted for. But the thing is, but he ran, of course, and then the next toughest one was Governor Dean Davis. I don't know if anybody here knew Dean Davis.
Anyone out there by applause, Dean Davis? There you go. See that? Yeah, we have a smart crowd here.
Well, he was the last one that said he was a native Vermonter. Now, I'm a native Vermonter, and what does that really mean? You got to be born on Vermont soil without a doctor present to be a native Vermonter. But anyway, he endorsed me. That's correct. Yes, sir. He endorsed me and then beat me. But I always tell you, you're sort of pointing out I've been a loser. But let me tell you.
Well, no, not all the time, because it was 1994. You gained, what, 117 votes?
114. We'll go with 117.
And that's when you declared victory as the governor of Vermont.
That's correct. Yeah. I stood right on them Capitol steps over there, and I did it. And I served for 7 minutes and then resigned. Governor Dean didn't even know he was out of power for 7 minutes. He was in a restroom down in Washington. Pays him right for being out of the political stream. No, but it's been great. They've been kind to me. Of course, I write my own stuff.
Do you have help from family members or anything like that?
No, just Cousin Castor.
Cousin Castor?
Cousin Castor, yeah.
Really? Who's he?
Well, people call him Simple. But let me ask you, what is simplicity? The essence of genius or the substance of ignorance? That's why we have critics. But we know Cousin Castor came into this world with very few adjustments. Not much dust on his chalk line. More buttonholes than buttons. He didn't grow up on the farm, he just became of age. Some folks say God forgot to put a bubble in his level. But we love him. Cousin, don't judge him. He wrote that famous poem, Yeah, how do you groom a duck? Clean between the quacks and you fluff down up. That's how you groom a duck. But
give us a final thought here. Give us a final thought for the state and for the nation right now.
Well, the thing is that we got a great state. I ran on a platform, we promise everybody nothing. I'll ask you to bite the bullet before you're wounded. We believe that pot should still be under the bed or at the end of the rainbow. If you're going for a fix, have the cat with you. But you're freer in jail in this great country than you are out of it. Spare the rod, you do spoil the child. But I say it's a fishing rod. Take those young folks fishing. Let them hear some good rock music. Clear, crystal Vermont water tumbling over the ledges at the head of the pool. And before I go, maybe, I'd just like to say to you, Cousin Castor, this is a spittoon came out of the legislature. I bought it at auction. I don't know what they did with the money, but Cousin Castor says, at least when spittoons adorn the legislative house, legislators displayed some coordination between brain and mouth.
Representative Danny Gore, everybody. We'll be right back with more Late Night Saturday right after this.
Experience the taste and hospitality of Vermont's Little Italy at Junior's Italian in Colchester. From fine dining to pizza and all of your bakery or catering needs, Junior's Italian, when only Italian will do.
All right, that's the show for tonight, folks. You done did squeeze the blarney right out of us tonight. My thanks to my guest, Danny Gore, and to the McFadden School of Irish Dance. Next week on the show, we'll get a visit from Lana Nolan of Star 92.9 and the music of Chad Hollister. Remember to support local artists just like the folks you've seen here tonight. We'll see you next time on Late Night Saturday.